of federal legislation and state-specific regulations, particularly concerning development, security and protection of indigenous communities. Government of India as well as state have various industrial investment and incentive policies which need to be analyzed. Key policies include the Northeast Industrial and Investment Promotion Policies 2007, the Northeast Industrial Development Scheme 2017, and Unnati 2024. These policies offer incentives like capital investment subsidies, tax exemptions, freight subsidies to attract investment and facilities industrial development. Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited, that is NADFI, has been requested to take up a study which is to be completed in the next 3 months. As far as basic infrastructure is concerned, Government of India has made huge public investment in railways, national highways, airports, waterways, telecom and banking sectors. Now, time has come to capitalize on these basic amenities by imbibing entrepreneurial spirit amongst the youth of the region so that rapid socio-economic progress can be achieved. The study of Northeast Economic Corridor conducted by Asian Development Bank envisages multi-modal transport networks within Northeastern region with the rest of India and with the neighboring countries to enhance connectivity with Southeast Asia. The study has identified 24 growth centers and 20 border centers which should be developed on priority. As far as the state of Tripura is concerned, Tripura stands committed towards contributing proactively in formulating progressive, inclusive and outcome-oriented roadmap to realize the goal of Atmanirbhar and Viksit Bharat. We have implemented all 387 business reforms as mandated under Business Reforms Action Plan 2024. I may inform here that we are one of the first state to pass the Tripura Jan Vishwas Ordinance 2025, decriminalizing the provision in state acts and rules and repealing the obsolete laws. Under the guidance of Task Force on Deregulation set up in the Cabinet Secretariat, we are reducing the compliance burden in state laws, regulation of the local bodies, industrial corporations and utility providing agencies. The government of Tripura has adopted a focused approach to attract and facilitate investments built on the following pillars: implementation of ease of doing business reforms, including online approvals and single window clearance, development of land banks and dedicated industrial estates, promotion through sector-specific promotional events, continuous engagement with investors including regular follow-up, and further to that investment proposals are being facilitated through different policy reforms, announcement of new policies and schemes, etc. The state government of Tripura has launched several policies to promote investment in the state like Tripura Industrial Investment Policy, IT Policy, Agar Policy, Tourism Policy, Startup Policy, Electric Vehicle Policy, and so on. With targeted policies, financial linkages, and innovative business models, Tripura aspires to lead by example in realizing the vision of a sustainable, inclusive, and circular economy. Further to that, the state government has also come with several amendments of the Tripura Industrial Investment Promotion Incentives Scheme 2022, with inclusion of additional benefits of customized incentives to mega projects. Significant developments have been undertaken to strengthen industrial infrastructure in the state by availing a $85.4 million ADB loan funding, wherein power, roads, then plug-and-play infrastructure and warehousing facilities, etc. are being developed. The Tripura Industrial Development Corporation is executing a robust expansion plan involving development of 1,500 plus acres of new industrial zones, creation of sector-specific industrial parks, and in addition, land parcels along key transport corridors are being developed to cater to investor demand. Further to that, to ensure integrated development, TIDC has been empowered as an industrial planning and development authority with function with functions including planning of mixed-use industrial townships, provision of housing, health, education and civic infrastructure within industrial zones, environmental sustainability, zoning regulations and smart infrastructure development. There are more than 86,117 micro, small and medium enterprises in Tripura state. They are facing critical challenges of financial support, institutional strengthening, market access and sustainability. We have taken a project for forming 32,000 MSMEs, significantly enhancing their operational and financial capabilities. Tripura has a strong base of 60,318 self-help groups with 5,49,559 SHG members and more than 1 lakh Lakpati Didis. We are encouraging members of self-help groups to become entrepreneurs by availing benefits of promotional incentive policy for MSMEs. We have established help desks for MSMEs at block office as well as in municipality offices. We have introduced transport subsidy for the raw materials as well as the finished products of MSMEs to cover portion of higher transport cost. To catalyze urban employment and entrepreneurship, we need to adopt a diverse strategy focused on strengthening the MSME ecosystems. We are committed to foster synergy between skilling programs and MSME development through convergence with Prime Minister Vishwakarma, PM Swahnidhi and Pradhan Mantri, formalization of micro food processing enterprises schemes. We aim to improve access to finance, ensure targeted capacity building, streamline hand-holding support for aspiring entrepreneurs. Today's stakeholder consultation is expected to continue this momentum by bringing together key stakeholders, investors and policymakers on one platform to unlock the region's economic potential. Finally, being the convener of the high-level task force, I believe that with the support and assistance of all the states, the task force shall be able to submit the report to NEC within September 2025. I am sure that with proactive support from the honorable members of the task force, as well as all the states in the region and all the stakeholders associated with it, we will be able to chalk out appropriate strategy for promotion of investments and development of Northeast region so that it can substantially contribute to a Vikashit Bharat. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir, Honorable Chief Minister of Tripura, Professor Dr. Manik Shahji, for sharing your inspiring words with us. Sir, your words have not only reinforced the importance of collaborative efforts for investment promotions, but also ignited a renewed sense of purpose among all stakeholders present. We are truly grateful for your visionary guidance. Now, to officially express the gratitude towards all the guests, I request Director of Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, Dr.